Welcome to Serpentine Speaks. We're here with Asa Nisi Masa. Did I pronounce it
How's it
right?
going? Yeah, I think so. Whatever, like.
Yeah. So we talk. Barry Lyndon. That's one of the best fucking movies of all time. So
Oh yeah,
what do
easy.
Irish people think about that?
We fucking love it. Like
Yeah.
we respect the fuck out of Mr. Kubrick.
Yeah.
Props to you.
That
He's that definitely is one of his most underrated as well.
that's on period, bro. Like
Mm.
he's like he might as well be British or Irish. You know what I mean? Like he's lived there like most of his like he did before he died.
Yeah, he was
Um,
scared to fly, wasn't he?
what'd you say?
He was scared to fly, I think. That's why he stayed in England all the time.
Yeah, he was like he had like it's probably because he thought the Illuminati was gonna kill him or some shit
Yeah.
or some
The Jewish conspiracy. Well, he was Jewish as well, wasn't
yeah like there was some weird shit with like the why he died like he died 666 days before 2001 the title of
he?
his
Oh,
like you know
okay.
what I mean like there's some
Okay.
like weird everybody thinks he like devil sacrifice and shit
Yeah. Have you seen that room 247? What is it? The documentary on The Shining and the theories on it.
yeah I haven't seen it but I heard it was like the most like schizophrenic movie ever like
Yeah,
it was
it's
like
pretty. It's
out there.
hilarious. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
Um, it's really good watch.
I will.
Ooh.
We will. Let's just turn this into a just me and you watching it, just screen share.
Yeah.
No interview. It's over.
Yeah.
Um, but you are a musician. You are a great artist, and
Thank you, bro.
a lot of the songs that you make kind of make me feel like nostalgic, like without ever listening to them. You know what I mean? Like, and I think you got some good shit out there. Like with when it comes to making a song, would you say that the lyrics come first, or just like messing around with the instruments or synthesizers or anything comes first? Which one comes first?
Um, I don't know. It's changed. Because I don't really do stuff with words as much as I used to. Like I used to sing a lot more back in the day. And the words are really important. Like I used to spend a lot of time writing words, but now it's different. Now I do mostly do a lot of electronic stuff, and it's kind of the music now. I used to like I got fed up with words after a while. I felt like they didn't really express as much as I wanted to. Um, they only went a certain distance, and sometimes music just says a lot more, you know.
Yeah, that's why there was like some interview. That reminds me of like the interview with some like electronic musician who was like, "What we do is like more like musical and more important because like we don't need words to make shit sound good." You know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think like I would much rather hear like I don't know, like a song with shite lyrics and a great beat than a song with some good lyrics and terrible beat. Um, it's
Yeah,
not it's not poetry. Just make the song good.
yeah. It's kind of like the thing where like if someone has a movie and like the sound mixing is like shit, like nobody's gonna watch the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do take words pretty seriously, because I used to write a lot. Um, back in the day before I made music, I used to write a folk song, and I get to listen to words when I'm listening to music. These a lot of people um, don't really listen to what people are saying. But I don't know. So I like do you take it? It takes me a long ass time to write stuff. If I'm writing something, that's usually it takes me like maybe a month or two to get lyrics if I am writing lyrics. Yeah.
When you do like live performances, like what type of music do you tend to try and perform?
Usually I get booked for DJ gigs pretty much, so there's no singing involved in that. And I like DJing a lot. It's really fun. Um, but I prefer doing live stuff. I've done a couple of live stuff occasionally here and there. A couple of like sometimes I'll do folk gigs and sometimes I'll have like my guitar and the amp and shit and like a load of like just available to open and that's it. That I mean it's just like a bit more interesting because it's my material. It's stuff I've made and performing to people. With DJing, it's like um, it's kind of a it's kind of a joke, really. Like,
It's just like you play another song and you find some way to mix with another song, like some
yeah, yeah, yeah,
fucking, you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, I love DJing, but like, it is an absurd way to get money.
I need to get into that, bro. Like it seems like I've done it like in my own by myself, but it's like, how does that translate to like getting shows, getting booked, blah blah blah, and
Mm,
it's like, I think, I think a lot of producers should learn how to do it, right? Like, let's say you post
yeah,
type beats on YouTube, like let's get more crafty. My child's watching that make type beats. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because like, um, there's like what came first, DJ. Let's just talk about something real quick first. Before people got into producing music, most of the time, 10 to 20 years ago, they started DJing. Right? That's not the case now. I'd say in my from now, like people just they get FL, and then they're good. You know what I mean? But like in
Yeah,
the olden days, you had to start off as a DJ or like, you know what I mean, work at a music studio, radio station. Like it was more like gatekeep to a degree, or just guitar. What came first for you, DJing or music production and singing?
um, no, the DJing came way last. Like, I used to like before COVID, I used to just play noise bands. Used to just sing and play guitar in just like really annoying noise bands back in the day. And then COVID happened and I couldn't practice. I couldn't write stuff and I just couldn't do anything. So I started doing stuff on Ableton because I could do it on my own um, and keep things going. And then I kind of stuck with Ableton because I found it more interesting. Producing was more interesting. It got places that I couldn't go on the guitar. And then I started DJing because like nobody was going to be playing my songs in the club, like so it was just a fun way to to show what I'd made at that point.
Just sneak it in a little bit. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Next song, DUBBY. You know, but with the noise band stuff, like
I actually used to fucking I have a remix somewhere on the internet of the Sudge with the body, the metal band. Um,
never.
it's like they're like a drone metal band. I just put that a cappella over one of
That
those
sounds hilarious.
instruments.
The baby metal. That sounds hilarious, bro.
It's fucking
You gotta
it's
send me a link
terrible.
to that
Like
shit. It's
I
terrible.
might. It's the worst thing I ever made.
But that's like the best worst thing you could ever make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a really good label in Ireland called Scaldwave Records, and their whole manifesto is that if you send them something, they'll release it without even listening to it. And I just dropped them that and I didn't even realize it had been released until like 3 months later.
Well, what did they do to it? Did they drop it like on like all platforms or something, or like what do they
It's
do?
just like it's mostly Bandcamp, I think. Mostly Bandcamp.
I must find this.
Yeah, it's really good. Some really good shit there. Shout out Scaldwave Records.
There's probably some based type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Really, yeah, really. I think the worst of Ireland,
Yeah,
is on that label.
yeah, bro. You know, I had a friend, and he makes like pretty good music. He said he was gonna move to Ireland, and some milf seduced him to live there.
Really?
I don't know. I just thought I'd bring that up. So y'all got milfs over there, like you know what I'm saying? Is there like hella milf I milf like I'm saying it like it's like a term like an ecological term, but like what do we got going on over here?
What the mail's like? We got a couple we got a couple things, you
Couple
know.
things, a couple bat.
We got some batty things, I suppose. Represent shout out the mothers.
Shout out the Irish milfs. You feel me? So you did it.
Is he wife? Did he wife your one?
Did he wife her?
Yeah.
Nah, he apparently didn't go through,
Ah, damn.
and he's in Croatia still.
Is he Croatia with a new MILF?
He's got a new milf. He
The
upgraded.
Croatian ones.
He got a gilf. He got a grandma now. So you did a Ghostman remix. What would you say
Oh yeah.
your favorite Ghostman album is? What would you say that would be?
I don't know actually. I kind of just know the songs. I wouldn't be listening to them on an album, the same. But I do love that I love that tune he has with Clams Casino. The Cali, what's that shit called? Cali Yoga song.
Oh yeah, that's a good song. Yeah, I
That's
was
probably
when I found that shit. I was like,
yeah, that really shocked me now. That blew my mind a bit, but that's probably my favorite he's on now. That's a great tune. I fuck with Ghost Man a fair bit now. I just don't I haven't gone through a full album of his. Um, unfortunately. I
yeah,
need to though. What would you recommend?
like songs to remix. It's like a lot anything off of For the Aspiring Occultist. He has a lot of songs with DJ Killa C. I don't know if you know who DJ Killa C is. He was in Doom Shop, but now he is in Ghetto Mob. But I'd say
Okay.
like a lot of his older shit. The sample the Pull Off with Lil Peep. That shit
All
is
right.
crazy. Anything with Lil Peep he did.
Okay. Was he doing some little piece now?
Yeah, he has a lot of songs with Lil Peep. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Lil Peep. Rest in peace. Um, Nah, yeah, he's got some good shit. Now, let's go back to the noise band stuff. Um, how did you get involved with noise bands? What was that like? Like, what was the band's name? And like, just talk about that.
Um the band's name was Merciful Jerusalem back in the day. And
That's
it was
dark.
like yeah, it was just something my grandmother used to say, instead of saying shit or fuck or something. And so but I was like, I don't know, it was this band we were in school, you know, I kind of just switched members. I was Me and my friend Alex were the only ones who really kept it going. And I was just listening at the time, I was listening to a lot of like lightning bolts and uh like Boris and Shoo Shoo and stuff. And so I was just trying to do really like really loud, um like aggressive stuff. We played a gig in like this spot called Christiania in Denmark, um, which was really fun. But that is pretty much what we did. It's as much as we got out of it. Like no one was listening to that shit. In Ireland, nobody's trying to hear that shit. Um, so we kind of just tapered off after a while. Like Alex, the drummer, started doing beats, and um, I started doing electronic stuff. I didn't really, yeah, that was about it. I was just for years I thought guitar would be my main thing. I thought I'd be like a guitar player and a singer, but um, I switched over. I moved on from guitar. I don't really play it that much anymore.
But one of your biggest songs is you playing guitar in
Yeah, yeah, I
it.
guess so.
But nah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're like a lot of the stuff on your SoundCloud is like very like more like synth oriented, like dark, really crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you gotta, at least you can like appreciate those times. But that was the trial and error phase. You feel me? For sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I learned a lot from it. I learned how I want to make songs. I learned like what type of sound I was interested in, and you know, had to make weird, freaky sounds. Um, and I was just able to go from there. I mean, there's still a lot of guitar on those electronic songs. It's just disguised. I think, I don't want nobody wants fucking guitar to sound like guitar, anyways.
Yeah, like if you do guitar and music, you gotta make it worth the listener's time because like at the end of the day, like if you listen to like most top 100 trending songs, like they're a lot of them have guitar, but they're in the most like horrible, simple ways possible. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, like the emo drum
Yeah,
shit that's famous, or just like the
yeah, yeah,
Spanish guitar thing, Juice World type beat.
yeah. Those are yeah. I've never got into those, man. I was really never fucked with that at all. Um, yeah, for me it was just um guys like I was big into like when I was a teenager, Sonic Youth was massive for me because that was the first time I realized you could like just make noise on the guitar. It didn't have to be like notes or whatever. And
Yeah,
you can literally take a screwdriver to the guitar and like just fucking pull the strings off and you could make a song out of that. Um
yeah,
yeah.
that's that. I want to do that now.
Yeah, it's fucking so fun. I had so much fun doing that. But it's but I don't know. When I was doing guitar, it always does sound a bit like the guitar in the end. I mean, I had a couple of pedals I was putting it through, and even then, I just constantly was like, "Oh, this just sounds like a guitar." So when I started doing electronic stuff, it was really nice because it didn't sound like a guitar at all, because it
Yeah,
wasn't. And even when it was, even the stuff that is guitar in the songs, you wouldn't have any idea that it was because I just fucked it up so much. Um, that is, yeah, you know.
it's like that GG Allen thing. Like, I don't make music. I think he was like saying some shit like, "I make music to annihilate." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the philosophy you gotta have. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like everything at this point, like I think that pretty nearly everything that can be done on guitar has been done at this point. Like there's been years and years of people fucking around with the guitar. Um, that like it's kind of done everything it's done, even like really freaky noise stuff. I a lot of it I've gotten really tired of, to be honest. I don't know. I've gotten past my punk phase, and now I'm just doing rave stuff.
yeah, that's what my one of my friends who was like doing like a lot of rap and shit in the underground. He's like now like taking a more producers route, like with like EDM and raves and stuff,
Mm.
cause he is in Brazil, so he's just kind of like I'm just gonna start doing this. It's more like fun and stuff
Yeah,
like
it's different
that.
culture. Like,
Cause nobody's trying to like be the man of the show. Like it's just like all about
yeah,
having a good time. Cause like in the rap world, there's a lot of like egotistical people, a lot of narcissistic people. I feel like that's why like when I do like podcasts with rappers, I tend to find rappers that are already in like a big group, so it's not like just one guy. You know what I mean? It's like when you're with like a bunch of people, there's not a lot of like egotistical people. So like let's say like I'm about to interview a bunch of people in 6 feet deep. You know what I mean? Sly. I want to get 901 Kruger, but me and him talk around, and it's like but the point is it's like when you're with a group of people in like the rap world, they're not like egotistical. But when it's like one person, it's really egotistical. With like EDM and shit, and like as far as like a lot of producers and shit, like people that just make the music, they don't get egotistical. Like they're not trying to be the man of the show, and those are the people like you should be around. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, it's real communal. Uh, that's one thing I liked about Raven, and like um, that it's kind of like I suppose like a folk gig. I used to play a lot of folk music, I suppose I still do, but like it's the same kind of thing where it's like you're not really trying to like it's not about the person who's playing really. It's about like the community, the people who gathered around it. In a rave, you're kind of like this fuck all going on stage. Like the amount of DJs are standing there, so there's not much to look at. So you're in the crowd, you're amongst the people. Like it's more about like the surroundings of it that I really liked. That was really good.
It's about everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You gotta get
yeah.
some. You gotta get some like actors, some like strippers on stage with you. You know what I'm saying? Get like a 3 act story with no
Yeah, you
words.
need someone really, really interesting to have people's attention.
Couple tableaus with like people standing there like I don't fucking know. But like yeah, dude, that sounds like you're enjoying that stuff good, and that's glad that you're like enjoying the rave stuff. What do you prefer like doing like live music or staying in your room, kind of making like a song or album?
I don't know, both are mad stressful, like, you know. Um, um, I have fun. I have fun when I'm playing, usually, but usually pretty intoxicated. So I don't know if anybody else is having fun. Um,
Yeah.
but like when I'm just doing stuff on my own, um, it's more, I don't know, it's difficult. Like like I don't know, I don't really make, I mean, I like DJ a lot, but I don't really make fun music. So it's kind of a challenge to actually fucking put it together, then release it. It's mad stressful. And but it is rewarding. Sometimes you get something like, usually the tracks I'm really happiest with is when um I, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I suppose like if I don't know how I made it, sometimes some stuff just kind of comes together. And like looking back at it, I'd be like, I don't know how I made that, and I don't think I could ever make that song again.
That
Um,
only in that moment, that
yeah,
specific way.
yeah. And you really have to go for that moment when it happens, I think. You have to kind of drop whatever the fuck you're doing and go for it. Um, because it's so easily lost. There's so many tunes I have that like I had that moment for a second and then I had to do something else and I still haven't finished it.
Yeah, I got hella files that are like unopened that like are like not finished. Like it's like it kind of pisses me off. But
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. But that like said, I totally agree. Like when you're making something that like you just have to do it, and it's like this energy that like possesses you into doing it. It's like so fun.
Yeah, that's the best one really. There's been like a couple of songs that like a lot of that there's a couple of songs about that I've really tried to put together that I've like, put a lot of thought into. But usually the ones that I put the most thinking and effort into are the worst ones. The ones that come easiest are always the best.
Yeah, like I just did like a what like a full on like 32 bar like song or whatever it is, like a full like I don't know how many bars a song is, and it
Mm,
was like so structured well, like it had hooks, and then I go to record it and I couldn't do it. I
yeah,
was like, fuck. Like, this isn't like a shitty based freestyle, like you know what I mean? It's like some like intense, like now it's like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I'm gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? But it's like when you try so hard or something, sometimes like it like takes like the soul out of it, like where you're supposed to. It's like natural, right? Like if you're trying to do something, I don't know. It's really hard to explain, but you know what I mean.
yeah. I mean, that last song I put out a song a couple of weeks ago that has been sitting around for 5 years, like has been written, and I've been trying to record properly for like about 5 years, and it was only a couple of months ago that I came out. It
Under the
came out,
skin, no.
yeah, it was under the skin, yeah.
That
Under the
was
Skin.
because that's like that's a great song, and
Oh,
I
thanks.
didn't like 5 years. You've been waiting to make that for 5 years.
Yeah.
What the
It's
fuck?
literally it's literally two chords.
God
It just didn't
damn, bruh.
it, it just didn't sound right. I couldn't get it right, like and then I don't know, I just fucking put it together at some point, like, I probably could have done it even better if I waited another 5 years, but I get at this point I was just sick of having it around.
Yeah, another 5 years.
Yeah.
We probably have something in the vault that will be done 5 years from now.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, I'm on my J Electronica shit right now.
What's that mean? Did he have like something in the vault for a while?
He didn't release a record, for 20 years or something, I think.
Damn. Yeah, like
He was,
I fuck with him. Didn't he like fuck a Rothschild or some shit?
yeah, he did. Yeah, he won't shut up about it either.
Bad team. Bad team.
He's certified.
Certified. He messing with the certified bad team. Um. So a lot. So you've worked with a couple Haunted Mound members.
Mm,
You worked with Buckshot and Oscar first.
yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, shit, they the homies, like, Um, they're just my friends.
Yeah.
I've just known them for a while. And even before um they were doing shit with Haunted Man. And so they were listening, they um fuck with a lot of the music I was kind of listening to at the time. We were listening to a lot of music together. Um and so I was just like, oh, I could do some guitar stuff for you because um they were sampling a lot of guitar music that I was into. Um and I sent like some tracks over, and one of them was the riff for Keep Out.
Is one of them like also what was used in Hating Gasoline?
That was a bit later now. That was like a couple of months later. You know. But yeah, people always ask me. I need to. I feel like I need to clarify this right now. People are always asking me how to play those songs. I was, I was drunk and high when I recorded that. I don't have no clue what I played. Like,
It
I
just
have no
happened. That's
memory.
how.
Yeah, I have no recollection of what I played in that song. I have no idea. So don't
Henny.
ask
That's
me.
how.
Yeah.
That's how you play. Nah, but yeah. But that goes with the shut up, Android. Oh my god, this fucking geezer. Anyways, um, but yeah. So those are really good songs. Will there be more music with artists like in the Haunted Mound or just in general like collaborations with um more like rappers, singers, anybody like that in that realm?
Yeah, hopefully there'll definitely be more Haunted Man stuff. Um, definitely. I've got a few tracks. I'm doing it with my friend Rory Sweeney at the moment, who's a great producer from Ireland as well. Doing the stuff with probably some Irish people, but I'd love to get on some rapper stuff. I'd love to do beats for some rappers. I just haven't really been looking out for anyone that
I'll get with you later then, homeboy.
uh,
Alright, alright. No, but in general, what announcements of shows, mixtapes, singles do you have before we wrap this interview up?
I have a new song coming out hopefully by next month, and I should have a little tape by the end of the year, hopefully over the summer. That is going to be called Red Dwarf Grey Eyes. I think that's going to be like a more electronic, very
A red
scary
dwarf, like the
music.
sun or some shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like picturing like a dwarf with a red beard, like like Oin or Glowing from The Hobbit
Yeah,
or some shit. But
sleepy,
yeah.
sleepy dwarf.
But dude,
Yeah,
that
it's
sounds good. What where can people find you online that are listening or watching?
um SoundCloud, as an Nisi Masa, Bandcamp, Spotify. You know the
You
usual.
know, what's up with it? Is the name like some like Buddhist like fucking mantra or some shit, or is it just like what is
No,
it?
it's just from a film. It's just from a film.
Which one?
8.5. You know that movie?
The Italian one?
Yeah, Bada Bing.
I'm gonna look into that because Scorsese
Yeah.
always talks about it like in
Hey,
interviews and shit.
that's how you know you gotta watch it then.
Yeah, yeah. But thank you for coming on the show. This is a good little chat.
No worries,
Um,
man.
Link in the description to check your shit out. Thank you so much, man.
No worries, man. Good morning.
Good morning. Peace.